Katy Perry is, she's got a problem in that she's being honored for one thing, and then some of her fans think she's doing something that completely
takes the honor away.
Takes it away. And that has to do with her new song with Migos. She's got a song coming out with them called Bon Appetit, but some of her fans think that is just a bad move because Migos recently has been, they've gotten attacked for saying some homophobic things.
So Quavos made a comment about a rapper who had just come out as gay and basically said, "What's wrong? There's something wrong with the world."
Right.
Basically saying this is just a really bad thing.
He's since apologized. In fact, we had video of them where they apologized.
But there are still some hard feelings about it. And then all of a sudden, now it's we find out Katy's coming out with a song collaborating with Migos. Ain't sitting well.
Yeah, Katy actually just accepted National Equality Award at a human rights thing back in March. So she's just been sort of honored for her contributions, and she's very outspoken on issues that have to do with the LGBT community. So a lot of people are kind of wondering, like, how you kind of manage
reach
that
out to them
at the same time with the Migos. Although I do feel like this, you know, the Migos said what they said, and you can apologize for things and you can't take them back, and no one is obligated to give them a second chance. But I do really feel like in the case of these guys, they really had a teachable moment when they saw just how many of their own fans were offended by what they said about McConan. And I think that they learned something from it.
Well, no, and I think you're right, but there's a difference between what they learned on their own and how they're kind of like rethinking all of this stuff. And then Katy, I'm not saying there's a difference, but I think for some people in the LGBT community, they look at it and they say, for Katy then to embrace it this early.
But I think the other way that, and Katy hasn't said anything yet.
We haven't heard from
haven't heard from her people yet, but I would think that she could also could keep the teachable moment going. Like, why not? When she's
that's true.
Working with that, and obviously they've recorded this song already, but I don't know, while they were in the studio, maybe Katy had a conversation. It depends on the timing of when Quavos made those comments and when they were actually in studio.
Not really.
But,
I think it depends
no,
on
what I mean is that Katy could actually have a conversation with him and say, listen, you know, do you understand why that was offensive? And
yeah, by the way, his name is Quavo. There's no S on the end.
Did we say Quavos?
Did I say
you guys
Quavos?
are saying Quavos.
Sorry.
Trying to make, there's not multiple Quavos.
Man. Sorry.
There's one Quavo.
Yeah, how do you know there's not another Quavo?
There could be another Quavo out there,
Right.
but
well, right now we're just talking about this one
singular
Quavo.
Isn't there a
That's fine.
tequila Jose Quavos?
Okay, it's not. See what I'm saying? This is how we get. We're talking about serious issues here, Harvey Levin.
Well, no, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was conditioned to think.
I think that's Jose Quavo.
It's Quavo.
Quavo. Yeah.
Oh, I got that one wrong too.
But in that,
no wonder I got my order wrong all the time.
If
We're giving me doubles.
Jeez, what do you do with people who have said objectionable things? How long? What's the wait?
We've talked about this. And
I think that if they make an earnest apology and seem genuine about it, then I think then you give them the second chance, and then you have other people sort of reach out to them and say and help them.
I see this totally differently. You're not going to like what I'm going to say.
Okay.
But I think that there are certain areas of life, sports, rap come to mind immediately, where I don't think there has been any tolerance until fairly recently. And I think as the tolerance evolves, and it's much slower than the rest of the country, or at least a lot of the rest of the country, I think people are more forgiving because it's never been anything other than homophobic. And as it starts to get better,
How's that
everybody's
disagreeing with anything I said?
It was the same thing. You just said you just went into the history of rap and basketball, which we don't even have time to really get into.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, I did the history pretty damn quickly.
I'm Irie from Los Angeles. I think that the problem that most Katy Perry fans had with this issue is that she's so quote-unquote woke right now, that for her to be so woke and have such this voice that she's supposed to supposedly use, and then to just automatically go and collab with Migos. However, I do think that labeling Migos as homophobic just off of those comments is a little unfair. And as was said, it could have been a teachable moment. We don't know what was said behind closed doors, but it just makes Katy Perry look like a hypocrite to her fans.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.